Where the wild things play, a band of heroes makes their way with two fierce barbarians, a two-wit of flair, a cleric, a bard, and a barrel beware. They're the bare minimum, adventurers true, with claws, spells, and chaos they'll barrel through. When the going gets tough and the fight's unfair, you can bet they'll call on a bear. The cleric heals with a flick of their hand, the bard spins tales of this merry band. A paladin warlock brings smites to the fray, while two barbarians shout, make way. They're the bare minimum, adventurers true, with claws, spells, and chaos they'll barrel through. When the going gets tough and the fight's unfair, you can bet they'll call on a bear. From forest to dungeon, they're making a stand. With fur fists and magic, they're the wildest band. No challenge too mighty, no foe too grim. With their trusty bear, they always win. They're the bare minimum, adventurers true, with claws, spells, and chaos they'll barrel through. When the going gets tough and the fight's unfair, you can bet they'll call on a bear.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Wednesday night and another bare minimum D&D session here on the Low Initiative YouTube channel. We're going to pick up right after we left off there, and once again, our good friend Itzamichio, aka Guahir, is going to give a recap of what happened last week. He has warned us it will be a little bit long, but take it away, Itzamichio.
Previously on the bare minimum. Last week began with the group in the middle of getting some action. That is, a fight against the city leader. Get your minds out of the gutter. Dirty, dirty people.
Oh, God.
The fight resumed with Helena, rightful ruler of Oakenspire, calling for peace between the two warring factions. To come to a mutually beneficial understanding that would benefit the city, its citizens, and the bare minimum. Naturally, the bare minimum murdered everyone in sight. After, the group tried to take advantage of the situation to clear their name, but are rudely interrupted by a dwarf woman wanting them to become babysitters to her brat. Sorry, typo. Babysitters to her lovely magical child. Truly, the life of a hero is a hard one. And so, the group flee to Telajara, during which time Helena takes a giant snake to the face. Now, the group sails the waters on their folding boat, making their way across the inland sea around Listeria. It is said that, on dark, silent nights, their passing may be heard by the faint whispers of song. You may just hear them singing. There once was a group that went on a boat. The name of the boat was the Barely Afloat. The winds blew up, her bow dipped down. Oh, blow, my bully boys, blow. Soon may the bare minimum come. Bare minimum come to smack your bum. One day when the murdering is done, we'll take our leave and go.
All right. Thank you very much. It's Michio, aka Dwight here. So, our party pushes off, and something that they realize, as close as they are to the capital city, one of the most fortified capitals in all of Listeria, they are attempting to stick as close to the shore as possible. Which means they're going to take this this route that I have laid out, not this one or this one. This route that I have laid out, sticking to the shore as much as possible to avoid the Listerian Royal Navy. Now, we're going to introduce something a little bit different today. Because, let's see here. Taken by inspiration of a fellow DM of mine, we're going to start doing some travel activities. And the way this is going to work is for each week of travel, which our first week of travel is going to take us, let's see here. So that's about 4 days, and that's about 3 days. So hopefully it's going to take us down to this tip right here, but that's all going to depend on weather conditions and wind direction, which is going to affect how far we can travel. So for each week of travel, I need everyone to roll me. I want 4 different dice rolls from 4 different people. So I'm going to go randomly picking. Well, I'm just going to go along the list on the bottom of the screen. Elcod, roll me 1d4. Ocard, roll me 1d100. Aaron, roll me another d4. And Helena, you roll me a d20. Now, the first d4 will tell us what season it will be for this current week. The d100 will give us our weather conditions. The second d4 will tell us our wind direction. And Helena's d20 will tell us if you guys encounter anything during this leg of travel. So, let's see here. D3 means it's summer. 32, you guys have clear skies. So it looks like so far you're not going to encounter anything that is going to give you any trouble. But based off of that one, the wind is blowing north, which means that your wind is not trailing with you, but it's not necessarily going against you. So I'd say you'll get that full 3 days travel to get to this point right here. So you guys travel along It's nice seas, it's clear skies. You don't really encounter, and let me roll a d20 to see if it matches Helena's d20. It does not, so you guys do not encounter anything on this first leg of the journey. Now, we are going to move over to our travel activities, and I'm going to go down the list and have everyone decide. I think I posted all of the travel activities in our D&D channel, but I'm going to go down the list and have everyone tell me if they would like to do some kind of travel activity or if they would like to roll D100 on the Wild Magic Surge table. So, Elcott, are you going to do a travel activity?
So can you explain that last option?
Basically, you just roll a D100 and wacky crap is going to happen. It may be good, it may be bad.
I love wacky crap.
You have no idea what's going to be.
You could turn into a plant boy.
You could turn into a plant, possibly.
Well, I mean, Druid.
Be interesting.
Already into that.
So, are you going to do wild magic?
No, Who knows, if I can ask, and this is also to my party, who knows the most about where we're going?
Probably Helena, because that's where she started.
Yeah.
Are you talking about Telajara or?
Yeah, Telajara. Like, I need to know history of it because I've never been there, and I kind of wanted to like talk to them and get information about it.
Okay, so go ahead and give me a history check, and since Helena is there, she can give you some. That will give you advantage on this history roll.
Ooh.
I don't think I needed it.
Nat 20.
Ooh.
So,
You know everything.
Telajara is one of the most popular port cities in this region. It is where the first party started. The leader's name is Vorith, I believe, if I remember correctly. He is a very fair man. Zoris. Zorris. He's a very fair man. There used to be a general who was kind of in charge of, but he was a very, very bad man who would essentially accuse non-humans of crimes and then fake evidence to support that, and then bring them back and force them into indentured servitude as guards in Telajara to work off said crime, even though no crime was ever committed. Because, I mean, the way that he got taken care of was Accidental Heroes, the other party, actually investigated a murder that two bugbears were accused of doing, but it turned out it was all fake. It was staged. Someone actually sprinkled bugbear hair on the dead bodies, and it was the guy who was like in charge of the guards out there. And once they came back with proof, he was taken away and imprisoned. So Zorz is a very fair and he's a good guy, and he is the leader of Telajara. It is a fairly large city. In fact, I don't know if I still have a picture of it. Give me a second. While I'm talking, I hope that God will send me a picture of Telajara that I can show you. But
you mean partner god?
Partner god, yes, other god. But anyway, so it's a large port city. There's also the other thing that exists in Telajara is the College of Mages. They're a group of mages who do study and teach people about magic, and whenever Helen already knows this, so I can tell this. She would have told this to you. They are currently studying the rocks that Accidental Heroes found. and you guys already know about those because they dealt a lot with that with Robin.
Yep.
So yeah, I believe that's all we know, or that Helena would have known.
And so when we get there, we wouldn't have to figure out where shops are. She'd be able to be like, "Hey, shops are here." That kind of
thing.
No,
She can actually
tell you where
probably
everything is.
straight to Zoris's office because she was very good friends with Zoris.
Yep.
I didn't ask for the taverns, Helena. I just asked for the shops. All right.
Look,
listen,
the tavern.
He's a dwarf.
The tavern.
He knows about
Look,
the
tavern is
else.
right. The tavern is right on the dock. Okay,
Well,
that's my favorite place to go. There's two, but that's her favorite. That's her favorite.
Yeah, the one on the dock is the better one.
Yes.
I guess it's a good thing we're selling in, huh?
Yep.
I mean, there's a casino right in the middle.
There is a casino that is run by Zoris. He lives above the casino.
that sounds fun.
Yep, so y'all can gamble, do all that.
So,
are we able to stay in your house there?
That house belongs to the other party. So
it belongs to the other party. I don't know if we could or not. I don't know if they'd allow that.
The name on the deed is Accidental Heroes. So,
yeah,
which
somebody
was a part of.
Well,
did they ever take my name off?
That's true. You haven't been back since
Had they been back to Telajara since
we'll tell you
left?
this. We'll say that they have not, but we'll say that Frydek was constantly in contact with Zoris. He was constantly sending him messages, mainly about the rocks. Okay. So we'll say that Frydek, after Helena left, he'll have sent Zoris a stone to let them know that she is with a different traveling party now.
Okay.
That makes it easier.
But what, she doesn't get access to the house, even though she was there to help get it? Like,
dude, it's a different party. You want your house? Get your house for your own party.
Where's her consolation prize, though? You know,
right,
she's gotta be bought out of her shares.
Okard.
I had to give up everything. Okay.
Okard.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to do a travel activity or roll for wild magic?
I dare you to do wild magic.
You can if you want.
I'm gonna look at the.
And because you guys are sticking so close to the shore, if you wanted to do one of the, like, search foliage for something, I would allow that as well. Like forage for something.
I will say we'd probably be like 30 to 40 feet, well, maybe 40 to 50 feet off the shoreline.
Right, but this is taking place over the course of a week.
Yeah.
And whenever you guys bed down for the night, you'll drop anchor near the shore so that if you need to go ashore for something, you can, but most of you will just sleep on the ship.
Do we all need to sleep at the same time?
We're assuming, so because we're going a week at a time,
we're just going to say that's how it's going.
Yeah, we're going to say that you guys pick all 4 shifts because we're going a week at a time to try to save a little bit of time here.
True. You right.
So how do we get a whetstone?
What race are you, or what class are you?
What do you mean, what class?
Look in your inventory. Sometimes you'll have them from the packs you choose.
They're picked up easily enough, and I kind of sprung this on you. So let's say that the last time you were in town, you picked up a whetstone. So we'll just say that you have one on you. Are you going to sharpen your weapons?
Crossbow bolts.
Crossbow bolts? Okay. So, I believe that lasts for... Let's see here, sharpen weapons.
Yeah, but he's going to get
after next combat or 5 days. Yeah. So,
oh, damn. That's...
We'll just say we'll chop off the next the 5 days thing. So up until your next combat, for your next combat, you get a +1 increase to damage. So go ahead and write that down somewhere. If you're going to sharpen your crossbow bolts during the next combat, whatever you roll, just add a +1 to it for the damage. Next up is Aaron.
Let's do wild magic.
Wild magic. Roll me a D100.
Plant boy, come on. That's going to be 90.
90.
Nice.
That broke my head for a second.
You guys suddenly notice that Aaron disappears.
Oh no.
Oh no.
He has become invisible. Roll me a D4.
Uh-oh.
Wow. This should be interesting.
1.
For the next day, she's invisible. Nobody can hear you. And the invisibility ends if you attack or cast a spell. Okay. So, I mean, if you have the spell light, you can cast it and everybody will see you. And that the invisibility will end. But,
I'm just gonna, like, the first, like, hour or something, I'm just gonna not... I don't think I've realized that I've turned invisible, so I'm just wondering why people are ignoring me. And just, like, standing, like, right in front of them, like, waving my hand.
Would we notice that she's gone?
I mean, you're. Let's say that it happened at night, and you guys wake up, and suddenly you realize that she's gone.
Okay.
Well, that's really gonna freak me out.
Your cuddle buddy disappeared.
Because the cuddle buddy disappeared, yeah.
Aaron, where are you?
I don't hear anything.
This.
Aaron!
I can't hear her either.
When
Jefflin,
you
did you
walk
do
around looking,
Does
Jefflin.
fire reveal where she is?
Jefflin, where'd Aaron go? The little kid's name, by the way.
Oh yeah, it can. Fairy fire could reveal where she is.
I mean, if you get the right area of the ship where she is currently at, absolutely.
She's supposed to be
Helena would
cuddled
know.
by us.
Yeah.
She's supposed
Helena
to
would
be
know.
cuddled beside us.
I think Okard and Elcod could both shoot some fairy fire out in opposite directions in that area.
Roach, I just messaged you.
Yep.
Honestly, can I just do detect magic and sense her?
Yeah.
I don't have that one.
I can?
Yes.
Okay.
Is she a beast? Can I sense her? Beast sense.
Do I have? Yes. Of course I do. And I also have a little something else to help with that.
So, do you cast detect magic?
I do.
All right, you are getting a ping from the top of the mast. You don't know. You can't it's not like night vision where you can see her figure, but you are getting a definite like purple glow from the top of the mast.
So can I? Well, it'd have a faint aura, so I would know where she is.
Yep.
So,
but like it's not like an outline like fairy fire would be. It's just like the whole mast is kind of glowing with a purple hue.
Okay. So I would like to climb up the mast and see what I can find. And like I'd be getting up there, probably reaching around, seeing if I can hit anything.
You're reaching around, your hand knocks into something, and you realize it's her ankle.
Okay. Then, assuming I can just cast that.
Yep. As soon as you cast that, she immediately just comes back into visibility.
I drop and hit the ground.
Oh no.
Well, I have a hold of you.
You're coming with me.
Yeah.
Are you saying you drop back to the deck?
I'd have her leg and be
You start
in.
to drop back to the deck, but he has hold of your leg, and he catches you and pulls you back up into the mast.
Okay.
I'd say your head probably hit the crow's nest, though. You know, I'm just saying.
Ouch. That's gonna
Fine.
hurt.
3 bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
Why are you up here? What are you doing?
Why were you guys ignoring me?
We couldn't see you. What have you been doing?
Talking about? I was right in front of you guys.
We were looking for you. What are you talking about?
I was standing like right in front of your face, waving my arms, flashing my wings, and you guys were saying nothing. You were completely ignoring me.
You were not there.
You were not there.
What are you talking about?
I looked up after casting Detect Magic to see what was going on this boat, and you're up flying above the crow's nest? Why?
I just thought, like, if everybody was ignoring me, I was gonna go sit up on the mast for a little bit.
Did you maybe try to hit us or anything to get our attention?
Why would I hate you guys? You didn't do anything wrong.
You were yelling and in
Yes.
front of us. We couldn't see nor hear you. What other sense do you have that you could use?
Well, based off of what happened back in Oakenspire, I was gonna hit you guys.
Awesome.
That's fair. Then I'm just gonna walk away.
All right, Helena. You gonna travel activity or?
Actually, yes. And to save time, me and Aaron have done a little bit of talking about our backgrounds back and forth together. And
Fancy.
we've talked about Tyr. And I found out that she knows Celestial.
Okay.
So I went to learn Celestial.
Ooh, fancy. All right, so we're gonna learn a language, and
Yes.
she's gonna teach you said language. So,
Yeah.
advantage to someone who knows the language is tutor you 2 hours a day. Language DC starts at 20 and increases by 20. Okay, one intelligence check per day. So we start with a DC of 20.
It's an intelligence check. I'm a barbarian.
I'm a barbarian! With a +1.
Okay, so we're talking about a week. So go ahead and roll me an intelligence check. 6. Unfortunately, you did not learn it yet. So that was the first day where the DC is 20. Decreases by 2 with successful checks, or every 8 hours being tutored. Okay, so she spent 8 hours tutoring you the first day. You don't quite get it yet. So the second day, the DC is now 18. Give me another intelligence check. You're getting worse.
Oh, goodness.
She's very patient with you and keeps trying. The DC is now 16 for the third day.
Hey!
I was so hoping she
We're
was
not
going to
gonna
get
say
another
that
one.
that you
Barely.
learned it in 3 days. So what I'm going to say is that you have to have 10 successful checks.
Yeah.
And once you get all 10, then you'll be able to, but it resets every week. Does that make sense? So go ahead. That was day 3. Drops down to 14 for day 4.
Oh my god.
Okay, so that's second successful. 12 for day 5.
Ooh, not that day.
Nope, not that day. And 10 for day 6. Okay, so you have 3 successes. And 8 for day 7. Perfect. So right now you have 4 successes and that is what you get for this week. You can continue future weeks, and once you get to 10 successes, then you can add Celestial to your character
Celestial.
sheet.
Okay.
But right now, you're at 4 out of 10 successes.
Yes.
Okay. So
down.
why here? And then next week, if you do it again, we'll start the checks over at 20 and go on from there.
Okay.
So now it's time for Guahir, travel activity, or Via de Magique.
Is it possible to learn how to make potions?
I think that was on the list. Let me look here.
There's somebody who likes to make potions on the boat.
Craft
too.
potions. Antitoxin plus is 8 hours work plus materials, DC 10. Do you have an herbalism kit, or are you proficient with herbalism kits? Because you would have to have that before you can start making potions.
I have a herbalism kit.
But are you proficient with herbalism?
How would I know if I'm proficient with it?
It would be under on your proficiencies, it would say herbalism kit.
Yep.
Okay.
And
so,
calligrapher's tools.
Cool. Now, if he does not have proficiency with herbalism kits, you can teach him tool proficiency, and it's kind of the same, similar. It's going to be a lot less intensive than learning a language, but you can see there's a learn tool proficiency, and so read over that while I got to look at something here.
I read it. Hey Mumbo, aren't you proficient in making potions?
Me.
So,
Proficient.
right here, do you have tool proficiency with herbalism kit? Okay,
I don't know.
Before we do that, we'll have to do, are you okay? It won't use up your actions, Elcod, but are you okay teaching him how to use proficiency, or use herbalism kits?
Yeah, it's just 4 hours of training a day.
Yep, so, let's see here. Advantage of someone, so you're going to have advantage. Requires 4 hours training, 7 successful DC 15 skill checks, one intelligence check per day. Okay, so go ahead and give me 7 intelligence checks with advantage. You have to get a DC of 15 in order to. These are 1 intelligence check per day over the course of the week. So go ahead and give me a DC 15 intelligence check 7 times.
With advantage.
Yeah, with advantage. Sorry. Okay, so 1 failure. That crit, I'm going to give you double. Wait. Oh, it's because it's a -1. Okay, yeah. All right, so we're going to give that crit double. So 2, 3, 4. This week you got 4 successes. So next week you can continue, but right now keep a note that you have 4 successes on trying to learn herbalism kit proficiency. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Let's say yes.
So you need 3 more
No, it doesn't make
successfuls
sense.
with me.
So let me go because you had to get a 15 7 separate times. The 17 and the 17 are 2 successes. So that's 2 out of the 7. You got a nat 20, so I'm going to give you 2 more successes just for that nat 20. So that gives you 4, but you need 7 in order to gain the proficiency for herbalism kits. And you're rolling advantage because Elcod is assisting you in learning that proficiency. Does that make better sense now?
Mhm.
Well, I know it makes sense to you. I just want to make sure Mitch understands. So you want to say no. All right, we're moving on. Mumbo.
I understand.
Mumbo, do you want to do a travel activity or wild magique?
Would I be able to go with Gwai here and learn the herbalism kit proficiency?
Sure. Elcod has enough time to teach you both. He's running a class, so
Right, so I'd be doing flat rolls.
no, he's giving you advantage.
Oh,
Elcod is running the class, and he's giving you advantage.
Yeah,
on
I love your
herbalism
talk.
proficiency. So give me, just like Gwai here, give me 7 intelligence checks with advantage. See how many you get. You also have a -1. This is awesome.
Oh,
All the dumb people trying to learn smart people stuff. Hey, there's 1.
Hey,
one.
we can get another 17 and a nat 20, because that'd be awesome.
There's 2.
Two. Three.
It's 3.
Four.
Oh, that's 3 17s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more roll.
Mhm.
Is it another
If you roll a
7 or a nat
17, if you roll a 17, I'm gonna laugh.
And a 10. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like Gwai here, you get 4 successes.
Yeah, we're learning slowly
You're
but
over
steady.
halfway there.
Slowly
So-
but steady.
Alrighty, that is the end. I believe I got everybody on travel activities or wild magic.
Yep.
So that is the end of that week. So now you guys ended up here, I believe, right on the tip of this thing here. So now we're gonna do it all over again. So for your next 7 days of journey, that will take you down right at this tip. Well, let's mark down to be right about here. So the first stop was here. Well, that depends on how things go. So last time it was D4, D100, D4, D20. Gwai here, roll me a D4 for the weather. Mumbo, roll me a D100 for the weather conditions. Elcod, give me a D4 for wind direction. And Ocard, give me a D20 for if you have an encounter.
Got a nat 4.
Nice. Okay, so we're starting with the 3
O-card.
gives us we're still in the summer. Hold on a second.
I think I rolled faster than someone.
Yeah, okay, so hold on a second. Gwai here was the first
I accidentally
D4.
rolled before Gwai here.
That was weather, so that's a 3. 60 on the 100. Let's see here. Once again, you got clear skies. So weather hasn't changed much. Elcod with the 4. The wind is blowing to the west, so that will not help or hurt your travel. It's going to be about the same. So you do make it to that second hash point. You guys have not favorable winds, but you deal with it. So back at the top of the order. In fact, we're going to go reverse order this time. Mumbo, I'm guessing you're going to want to continue your trying to get tool proficiency on things.
Correct.
So give me 7 more intelligence checks with advantage. Success number 5.
There it
And
is.
success number 6 and 7. Congratulations. You can't do anything else for this week. You can't start learning to make potions or whatever until next week. But you can add, and I believe...
With that though, just like you know, they know how to use herbalism kits. With being able to use them, they will be able to craft antitoxin, candle, healer's kit, and potion of healing.
Correct. So, if you go
FYI.
to... I'm trying to think.
If I click on proficiencies on my sheet and add new proficiency.
Add new proficiency, and then you want to go to... I think it's tool.
Yeah.
And
Herbalism kit.
Yep. Okay, so there you go. So you now are proficient with herbalism kits. Congratulations. Huzzah. Guahir, are you going to do the same thing?
Do it to it.
I can't quit now.
Yeah. All right, give me 7 more intelligence checks
fall
with
behind
advantage. That is number 5. Are you going to do like him? Roll another
I was
nat 20?
wondering the same thing.
Oh, nope, but there's number 6. 1 more 15, buddy. You got it. Oh, that's okay. You still got plenty of days left. 1 more.
Come on.
No.
Hold your tongue just right. Come on.
You're going down.
Wrong way, Mitch.
You're going down. You need to go back
Right
up.
Jump up and down.
There it is.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Alrighty. So now you can also, if you click on the proficiencies and training, like the word at the on your character sheet where it lists out your proficiencies, if you click on the actual words, proficiencies and training, up at the top there should be an option to add new proficiencies. And you want to go to tools and then herbalism kits. If you're having trouble,
she wasn't feeling well that week.
if you're having trouble, let me know and I can get it added for you.
Guahir was getting a little seasick, you know. So.
He struggled a little.
All right. While they're figuring that out, congratulations, you're now proficient with herbalism kits. Helena,
Yay.
what are you gonna do this week?
All right. I'm gonna try to finish this language.
Oh, sorry.
Maybe.
All right, so we're starting with 20.
With 20. Oh, right. Yeah.
DC is 20 to start off with.
Yeah.
How many successes do you have? So
I have
think-
4.
yeah, 4, and you need what did I say? 10.
10, yeah.
Maybe you can get it this week if you.
Hopefully.
Yep. So
You
let's
have
start with a
advantage.
20. Oh yeah,
That's not. No.
You should have had
Wait,
advantage
what?
the last time. You should have had advantage the last time because she's teaching you. So roll again.
Well, ignore that then.
You know what? Here's what I'm going to do. Because I should have given you advantage last time.
Nuh-uh.
Roll 20 and roll 3d20s at a time for every day. It's like double advantage, and I'll take the highest of those 3d20s. So if you roll
How many?
20, if you roll 3. So if
So
you go down to
3.
d20 and roll 3 at a time.
Oops.
No.
I don't know how to do 3 at a
Okay.
time.
In roll 20, if you bring up the little dice list, you see how you have the d4, the d6, the d8, the d12, whatever, the d20, and then to the right of that, you'll see grids of like 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Click
Yeah.
on the 3, to roll 3d20s. Okay? That was the first check. You did not make it. So now the DC goes
Course I
down to
didn't.
18.
What's your plus to this?
0. She rolls
Zero.
It's just a straight
I know.
d20 for her. Hey, at least it's not as bad as the negative ones that they
Hey,
have.
that's fair.
So
Also,
the next check is an 18. Give
So
me
do
3 more d20s.
3d20s.
Yep.
Nat 20.
So I'm going to give you 2 successes. That puts you up to 6.
Yep.
You got
So
this.
go again. That was day
you
1,
need
day 2.
10.
Whoa,
Nat
oh my
20!
God!
Nat
Another
20!
nat 20. So that's you're up to 8 successes now on day 3. 3 more for day 4.
Oh,
Nope.
Not with
Eight-
it then.
3 more for day 5.
okay.
I give you
19.
1 19, so that's 1 success. You're at 9 out of 10. You have 2 more days left. You got this.
Oh,
3
come
more
on.
d20.
Nat
There it
20.
is. So now
No.
you can add Celestial to your character sheet.
Celestial.
Hey,
You now know
Yay.
Celestial. Congratulations.
Nice.
Yay.
Helena,
What?
thanks for using all our 20s.
You're so welcome. I used a couple of 19s too.
I know.
All right. Next up is Aaron. You gonna do some more wild magic?
No, but let's research the. Oh, I just lost it. Hold on.
Yep.
The Dust Crusher artifact that I'm
Okay.
looking for.
Yeah, absolutely. So the Dust Crusher is one of the most powerful warhammers. Well, actually, give me a history check.
Okay. What is my
Because
history?
you
Oh,
are-
that's a -1.
Okay, because you are you've been taught about this thing for your entire life, so I'm going to give you advantage.
Okay.
Would I have ever heard about it some way, somehow?
I rolled a 2 and a 19, so that becomes an 18.
That's okay. I was gonna put the DC at 15. So
Okay.
the Dust Crusher is one of the
Excuse me.
most powerful warhammers known to man. It was originally brought over from a far-off land called Wildmount. It takes the form of a leather-wrapped metal rod emblazoned with the symbol of Tyr. Originally it was Pelor, but we're changing it to Tyr. While you hold the rod, you can use a bonus action to cause a warhammer head of crackling radiance to spring into existence. The radiant head emits a bright light in a 15-foot radius and dim light for an additional 15. The light is sunlight, and you can use an action to make the radiant head disappear. While that radiant head is active, you get a +2 bonus to attack and damage rolls, and attacks with the weapon deal radiant damage instead of bludgeoning. Any undead creature hit by the weapon takes an extra 1d8 radiant damage. And while you're holding Dust Crusher and while its radiant head is active, you can use an action to cast the Sunbeam spell from the weapon. So it does not use any spell slots, but that action cannot be used again until the next dawn.
Okay.
So it is a very, very powerful weapon, and it is a weapon that you, as a member of the Sisters of the Sky, basically, this is your graduation point. Once your leaders feel that someone is ready, then they will be sent on a mission to retrieve the Dust Crusher. Dusk Crusher, like dusk and dawn, like the later part of the afternoon. Dusk Crusher.
I'm just taking notes.
Cool. Then I think for like the next couple days, she's just gonna take care of her shield that her brother gave her when she went out into the world to start going down this path. She's just gonna kind of like clean it up and take care of it, like do all the maintenance on it.
Okay. Perfect. Now we're going to move on to Okard. Okar, do you want to do a travel activity or wild and magic?
I was wondering if anyone would be able to teach him proficiency in medium armor.
Let's see here. That is a little bit more difficult because you're a bard, and bards typically cannot. Wait, hold on a second.
I can help him with that if that's any possibility, because I have access to all that type of armor.
The problem is that
Yeah.
teaching tool
I wouldn't be able to-
proficiencies and languages and stuff like that is one thing, but weapon or armor types affect how you work as a bard. Like,
really,
because you need to have light armor to move around a lot, especially as a bard, and that's not one of the things melee. That's not one of the things that's on the on our travel activities list, unfortunately. I'm sorry.
I think you could take feats though, but that's like later down the line.
You could also hold on a second. Roll me a history check, please.
Who?
You.
History.
Okay. Pretty good at that.
Okay, so actually roll it with advantage. Actually, everybody roll me a history check.
Okay.
Yes,
12.
Roll history.
Okay, Okard.
Nat 20! What?
Helena?
Okay.
I have a +7 and she beats me.
That you have heard of called a barrier tattoo. And what this does, it's a barrier tattoo. It's a magical item that you attune to, and it basically will replace your armor class. And depending upon the rarity of the tattoo, like you could have an armor class of 18 just with that tattoo, without any armor, because it makes your AC 18. If you have a rare, then it's 15 plus your dexterity modifier, whatever that is. That is without armor. So you could get a barrier tattoo that would actually be higher armor than your light armor.
Interesting.
I need that tattoo.
There's lots of other ways to get around armor stuff, especially for magic users. And that's one of the ways. So unfortunately, we can't have you, because that also kind of breaks the game a little bit. Because learning tool proficiencies and learning languages is a thing, but learning entirely different armor classes based on the type of character the type of class that you are is kind of game breaking. So that's why it's not on the list, unfortunately. So is there anything else that you'd like to do?
So, can I ask a question? This tattoo thing.
You're right.
Who would know about it?
Well, Helena told everybody about it just now.
Well, I mean,
told all of you.
Who would know how to get it, done?
Magic shops. Because it presents as just a needle. It just looks like a needle. And when you hold the needle to your skin for an hour, basically attuned to it, then the tattoo magically falls onto your skin. And then you just put the needle away until when you're ready, you just hold it onto your skin and it pulls the ink back into the needle when you unattune to it.
So my question is, though, is it something I could learn to do?
It's for the attunement. It doesn't say that it has to be attuned by any specific class. It can be attuned by anyone.
So we have to find this needle, though.
Yes, you have to either find it or buy it from a magic shop, depending upon if they have it. But it is a magic item that Helena has heard of, to where it can possibly replace your armor.
Okay, Helena, you're gonna need to remind us of this when we get there, because that sounds phenomenal.
Yes, because I need that. Let's just say that.
You're a
Can
barbarian.
you use that tattoo and still wear armor and get the bonus? So get the bonuses from the armor.
I don't
Oh, I know.
know, because the barrier tattoo, it says it makes your armor that amount. Your AC as like the uncommon one is 12 plus your dexterity modifier, however high your dexterity modifier. But I don't think
Yeah. See, my AC is only 16 right now.
Mine's 15.
Yeah.
you cannot mix the benefits of a barrier tattoo with armor.
Makes sense.
Because I just realized, and it says
I don't wear
while
armor,
you
so-
aren't wearing armor, the tattoo grants you an armor class depending upon the rarity. But you're a barbarian, so your
Mhm.
AC is probably higher than what the armor. What's your AC?
My AC is only 16 right now.
Well, so what's your DC modifier?
My dex is plus 2.
So if you got the uncommon barrier tattoo, it would give you an AC of 14. If you got the rare one, your AC would go up by 1, and if you got the very rare, it'd go up to 18.
So I'd have to find the very rare. Got it.
Correct.
Telajara would be where to go. Jesus, I can't talk.
I mean, you have been learning a whole nother language this whole time.
It's true.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's what I was gonna get at. I do remember something now. I actually wanted to learn common sign language.
Does anyone know it?
The what?
I didn't even know that was an
Common
option.
sign language. Yeah, it's
It
in
is.
the
Sign language.
2024 rules.
It is.
It was added to
Yeah.
the 2024 rules.
Yep.
Does anyone currently know it?
I'm looking at someone's
Wait,
page.
say that again?
I wonder.
Does anyone currently know common
I
sign
do.
language? Oh, Mitch does. Gwahir does.
Oh,
So if Gwahir teaches you, then it'd be the same thing as her celestial, as you'd have to make intelligence. You start with 20, and then it will go down each day, and you roll with advantage because someone's teaching you. So go ahead and give me 7 straight intelligence checks at advantage.
Would it be
you need
intelligence or dexterity?
That's a good point.
Very funny.
But we're gonna have intelligence because you're learning
Yeah.
something. You're
Yeah.
absorbing it into your brain. But
I had
love
to
what
say
you
it,
said.
though.
That's funny. That's
that is
hilarious.
great. That was.
Oh yeah. Hold on a second.
What?
I messed up. Stop rolling for
What?
just now. You passed the first one and you passed the second one. I forgot that the DC goes down. Anyway,
Oh.
DC was 20 to start with. You passed that. DC is 18 for the second day. You passed that. So keep going. Now the DC is 16. You might get this done in 1 week. So that's 2
20.
successes. So you have 4
Wow.
successes so far. Next DC
Oh
is 16. Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes.
Listen, y'all, I need you to stop.
So 20, 18, 16, 14. Next DC is 12.
Easy.
Okay.
Wow.
DC is 10.
You really wanted to know.
Right? Advantage. There we go.
And
Easy.
final DC is 8.
Wow.
So 1, 2,
We're-
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Oh, I just got it.
9. So that you got 9 in 7 days. 9 successes in 7 days. So congratulations. You need 1 more success in order to learn common sign language. But that will have to wait until next week.
Wow.
Oh God.
Yeah,
You want to do wild magic, my friend.
listen. I've been pondering it and pondering it and pondering it. Does anybody know any useful tools? Like, what tools do you all have proficiencies with first?
Well, there's
Guys,
herbalism.
kid.
Tools, I have dice
Dice it. I have Smith's tools.
By the way, you can
there you go.
also click on the little gear on proficiencies, and you can
You can
cast your
also
tools
learn-
like that.
You can also learn, what is that? Instruments.
Yeah, no. Sorry. I'm not. Nah.
I mean, they're
So-
tools. So.
What do Smith's tools teach you to do?
Those are mainly used by artificers. But it's like the stuff the blacksmith would use.
Yep.
Was it?
Tinker's tools are used by artificers, but Smith's tools is like you can forge weapons, you can repair weapons. I think.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. What does it give me the ability to do?
What can you do with Smith's tools 5e? So yeah, it's the same thing you'd be able to do with like blacksmith. So you can shape metal, you can heat metal. If you have access to a forge and an anvil, you can make armor, simple metal weapons and devices, fix horseshoes, make a repair cast iron skillet or something like that. You can probably draw wire and cut that wire to nails and screws. But if you want to repair a weapon, you could probably just do it with Smith's tools. If you wanted to forge weapons, armor, you'd have to have access to a forge and.
Yep.
That sounds really cool, and I might do that next week. But this week, we're doing wild magic.
All right, roll that D100.
Roll that beam footage.
17.
See, this is what's going to be happening, y'all.
So you guys notice Elcod, he starts growing a very long beard. But it's not hair. He starts sprouting feathers from his face. Like he's got a beard made of feathers. I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw. 7 of them for the course of the week.
Roach, I'm having flashbacks.
At the first couple of days, Helena's pretty impressed. She's like, "Oh, he's growing a beard," and then she just gets really creeped out as it starts to turn into feathers.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, "Nope, okay."
All right, day 4. Everyone, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh my god.
Oh, actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
Day 4 and day 7. So I need 2 different dexterity saving throws.
For
You rolled me 8. I only need 7.
22 for a nat 20 on that one.
All we needed was a 12. So
Okay. I got a 16 on that one.
it
Or
grows
actually,
and
no,
grows
sorry,
and grows.
18.
On day 4, suddenly he's walking across the deck, and he suddenly sneezes, and feathers explode out, pelting everyone, and everyone receives 2 points of piercing damage. And then they slowly start growing out of his face again, and then the final day he sneezes once again, this time a much bigger explosion. And everyone takes, let's see here, that's 6 divided by 2 is 3 points of piercing damage.
What was that first one?
2,
Oh, okay.
because it was half of 4.
I mean, reset anyway.
So yeah, Featherbeard explosion.
No one wanted to try to help me or anything? No? I'll just... Alright.
And then after that, you
No.
don't.
Why are you throwing feathers?
And then after
I'm
that,
not
you
a
don't
magic
anymore.
user. Helena got freaked out once she realized it wasn't hair.
So, after the 7th day, it is early morning. Actually, I forgot to show you guys this.
Oh, we get a boat.
Yep, so this is the boat that you've been riding on. After the 7th day, and I forgot to add Geflin. So let me find a cute little kid here.
He has to be cute. And touch the butt?
No.
Make sure you put him between me and Aaron. Me and Aaron are pretty much co-parenting this child.
Yes.
Unless you got the women on one side and men on the other.
Yes.
I didn't even realize that.
Yes.
All right, so there's Geflin. So the morning of the 7th day, it's very early as you guys are coming around the bend towards this final hash mark. You notice there's like you know how like early morning over water, there's like this fog that comes over. It's really beautiful, and the sun is just starting to come up, and Geflin is sleeping his normal, in between you two. And suddenly he shoots awake, and his eyes are just this dark silver color. And he starts speaking, but it's not in like the voice you guys have heard before. It sounds like it's a chorus of voices. Just like, but they're like dark and echoing and twisted voices. And he just looks up, sits awake, and his eyes are glowing silver. They're coming through. I didn't mean to open the door. And suddenly the mist around the boat thickens, and you see...
Do any of us know the language?
He's speaking common.
Oh.
Oh, yes is the answer.
I thought you meant like another kind of language.
No, they're just speaking in... It sounds like a multitude of voices. Like whispering voices behind his. And these 6 echoes, they almost look like shadowy rise from the mist surrounding the boat. And as you guys look at these forms, Aaron, you do not see that shimmering echo of a form. You see your brother, Eric. But his face is like much older and twisted. And as the form moves towards you, you left us. You failed your mission, and you left us. Helena, you see your mother. But she's much older. Her face is aged and weary. He took everything from us, and you didn't stop him. You could have, but you didn't. Guahir, you see your mother's uncle. Or you see your uncle. Murtok, the bruiser. Again, old, aged. You said you were going to be better than her. But you were just like her. Elkad, you see the master, your mentor. Elder Nasara. Again, aged, withered. You were supposed to be the best of us. But you allied with her. Okard. You see Aron, your mentor. I gave you all of my knowledge. You were supposed to use it. But you failed. You failed your family. And finally, Spike, Mumbo, you see your dad. He's again much more aged. I knew I should have left you. You're nothing. You think you're hurting people. You think you're helping people. But you're just hurting them. And I need everyone to roll initiative.
Ooh. Okay. I got a 13.
Okay.
I got a 20. Mm.
Helena, just as an idea, since we could trade initiative, we could, and I could try to get Jefflin to safety. Or at least make sure that he's okay first.
Yes. Go ahead and
Okay.
do that.
All right, Elcard got a 14. Okard got an 11. Quahir got a 15. Mumbo, I need a Mumbo initiative.
Oh, my bad. Damn. You got an 8.
Hey, Midge.
Yo.
Hey, nobody here is going to know what we're talking about. Drag me, please. All right. Let's see. This is a... 19. This is a 8. This is another 10. So, are you and Helena switching then?
Yes, so I will take
Yeah.
the 20. I'm going to take my 13.
All right, so Aaron starts us off with the 20.
Okay. I am going to pick up Jefflin.
You cannot move him.
I cannot move him?
When you go down to pick him up, you notice that he's in some sort of trance. And he's like almost like stuck to the floor. Like you cannot pick him up.
Okay.
He's in like a trance of some kind.
Okay. Well, I'm still going to go ahead and cast a death ward on him.
Okay.
Just in case.
And
is that okay?
I will say he's not being added to the initiative. So
okay.
These things are not after him.
Okay.
They are after you guys.
Okay, so then I still have my movement, my action then still?
Yes.
Okay. All right. She is going to... She's going to go up to her brother and what do I want to do? She hasn't seen her brother in a very long time, and this is like throwing her off a little bit.
Oh. Mumbo got an 8.
Sorry. Like how I guess how like with my bonus action, can I like make like a perception check to see how real this looks, or like if this legitimately looks like her brother? So like she thinks that he's standing like right in front of her. Hello?
Sorry, yeah, yeah. Give me a perception check.
Okay. That would be a 15 plus 8.
Plus 8?
Yeah.
So, you recognize this. It is an echo. It's called a chaos echo.
Okay.
But you would recognize that it's not your brother. It's taking the form of your brother because it sensed it can. They can read like surface level thoughts, and they look for particularly. They're trying to scare you essentially.
Okay. So she sees that and just kind of walks and goes up to it and curses at them in Celestial and just swings her warhammer right at their head.
Do it.
Right. So
Do
this
it.
is good.
Do it now. Ow.
I think I miss 11.
Yeah, that'll miss, unfortunately.
Okay. And that's it. That's my turn.
Okay, next up is... Let's see. Need to figure out which one is which. While I'm figuring this out, so far, I want to get everyone's opinion. Are you liking the travel activities thing?
100%
Oh, yeah.
yes.
Awesome. Donkey Shane. So, Mumbo, the one near you, is going
Except
to
for the
approach.
sneezing beard.
Except for the sneezing beard, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, so that sneezing beard incident happened like last night. So this morning you guys had a long rest. So everyone can just click long rest. So everyone has full HP and spell slots for this fight. So I need... I need everyone
That's a big
Everyone.
Oh.
to give me a charisma saving.
Is this a charm?
It is a charm. It is a
I have-
spell.
I have advantage.
If you have advantage against getting charmed, then yeah, roll with advantage.
11.
It's only a 14.
That's
I failed.
20!
Did you
God
say you
damn
rolled
it.
an 11?
Yes.
Okay, so
Uh-oh.
looks like Aaron might be the only one affected. I'm waiting on rolls from Mumbo, and
Mumble got an 18.
Mumbo got an 18, so that's good. Oh, I see that now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's everybody else except for Aaron. Aaron, you remember all that stuff I said about you seeing this as an echo?
Yeah.
No longer. You are completely charmed into this is your brother.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
So you believe 100% that this echo is your brother. Now, the good news is, because everyone else passed, you can't be affected by that anymore. So,
Okay.
this thing is going to now also take a claw at Mumbo. That is an 8 plus 5, a 13. I'm
13
guessing that's
misses.
not going to hit. Do what?
13 would miss.
All right. So, that is the end of its turn. Let's see here. Next up is Echo number 3, and it's going to approach Guahir, and seeing that its brother was able to enhance, charm her, but make everyone else immune, essentially. He is going to look at Guahir, and Guahir, I need you to give me another charisma saving throw. Okay, so congratulations, you passed this one. And you're only going to take half of this damage that I'm about to roll. Give me just a second, I need to find the right dice. I was unprepared, I forgot to get my dice. So, this is a thing called Glimpse the End. Opens its form to reveal fragmented visions of possible futures. Oh, I didn't know this affected everyone within 60 feet. So everybody else, give me once again charisma saving throws, except for Aaron because you are already charmed. So this does not affect you.
Have another nat 20, please. Oh no. No.
So
Helena does not need to. No, Helena does not.
Helena and Mumbo, you guys
She doesn't
failed
need to
it.
see alternate.
Wait, what's the
She
saving throw
doesn't
for
need.
this?
Oh,
14 charisma saving throw.
Did I
No,
use my
no.
inspiration die?
Oh yeah, you got inspiration.
Ooh.
Yeah, roll again.
Oh, me
Yeah,
and
hold
you
on.
have an inspiration.
Yeah,
My bad.
Helena,
I
roll
just-
again.
It's a D8, right?
No, it's a D20
Oh, son of a.
because you're the saving throw. Oh yeah,
Is
so
he
Mumbo
say-
clears it. Huh?
I
Is he
still
saying
don't.
something or just doing something?
It's doing something. It's not.
Okay.
It's not. He's not saying anything. He basically
No verbal
he
component?
opens his form. Yeah, no. He opens his form to reveal fragmented visions of possible future.
Okay.
I don't want to see possible futures.
Okay, so
That
ignore
could have
everything I
happened.
just said because it says 60 feet, but then it also says one creature of its choice. So this is only aimed at Guahir. So it doesn't matter what you guys roll. I apologize.
So that doesn't use our
Thank,
inspiration dice, right?
Yeah, you
Thank
get your
God.
inspiration die back.
Alright.
So
Thank
it failed. So Guahir, you'll take half of. Oh my gosh! I rolled 3 6s and a 5. 23 points of psychic damage. So you get 12.
Holy crap!
Reaction.
And you are not stunned. Yeah, you get what is that? Hellish Rebuke.
Do it.
So roll that fire damage.
Roll that bean bitch.
Oh my
9
gosh.
points of fire damage.
I also have counter charm.
Well, this doesn't affect you.
Yeah, I know. I just remembered I had
that's
zip
for
it.
that's for someone else.
Oh, okay.
But it's a reaction, and I have to remember that.
So it takes 9 points of fire damage. All right, so that is the end of its turn. Guahir, you're up.
I will attack with booming blade.
Nice. I love that. A 10 to hit, that will not hit, unfortunately.
I will attack with booming blade again.
Monique will attack again. Yeah, go ahead. Unfortunately, that will still not hit.
We wasted all our nat 20s, y'all.
Indeed, you did. Is that the end of your turn? Right here.
Not quite.
Oh, all right. Targeted creature within 30 feet. Shadows crawl from across the ground and black tendrils attack or grasp the creature. Creature must make a dexterity saving throw or take either 8 necrotic damage or be restrained. Dexterity saving throw. It rolled a nat 20, unfortunately.
Oh.
So it's not going to take either of those. Sorry.
I'm done.
All right, Elcod, you're up.
Wait.
Oh, waiting.
Guahir flips
Wait
at the
for
bird.
it.
Wait for it.
We'll move, but that's it.
We'll move, but that's it. Where are you moving to? All right, got it. Oh yeah, I know what you're doing. All right, Elcod, you're up.
Awesome. So,
Is it bear time?
I mean,
It can be if you wanted to.
I don't know if I necessarily need to go that far yet, because we'll
Too
see.
yet.
Very much
I am
so.
prepared for bear time.
Okay. So I will actually move closer to this thing.
Oh really?
And while doing that, I will also make sure to go ahead and cast Shillelagh on myself. Do I need to display that, or are you good?
I know what it is. Just need
Okay.
to know the extra damage.
It's just 1d10 plus 8.
Sweet.
That's a
Well, I
plus
think that's
9 to hit.
adding to yeah. Do it.
Well, it says it can be force damage or normal damage.
I know you cast it on a staff, and so I think it increases the damage of that staff. So it's additional to whatever the damage the staff already does.
This says it becomes a D8.
All right, let me look at.
Let me see what. Yeah, because it's a D6 without it.
All right, let's see here. Clever Cordyceps you're holding is in for the duration you can. Okay, oh yeah, the weapon's damage die becomes a D8.
Well, D10 for me now because I'm level
do
5,
it.
So
100%.
All right. So first things first, we're gonna go ahead and try to hit this guy.
Staff starts to glow with nature's fury. Yeah, that hits.
Okay. And then we're gonna go ahead and.
Holy buckets of crap!
It's just 15 damage. I don't know.
Oh, like you can choose between bludgeoning,
or force, and we are going to be doing force damage, of course.
We are going to be doing force damage. Yeah, 15 points of force damage against this one.
That was action, bonus action.
You notice that nothing happens.
Yeah, it's perfectly fine. And I think that's it for me.
All right, next up is going to be this one. And let me look at something. It realizes that you are already charmed, so it's going to move down and attack Helena. And it rolled a 2, so that's going to miss.
Totally misses.
Let's see here. And it's going to try again, because it has 2 attacks. That's a 13 plus 5 would be 18.
Definitely that hit.
Did you already rage?
Nope, I am not
Oh,
gone
you haven't
yet.
taken a turn yet. Never mind. Sorry. So that's 10 points of slashing damage.
Does that make me rage?
So, by the way, to you, you still see your mom as this one, but to you, the other ones just look like forms of mist, like dark forms of mist. Basically like the picture.
Yeah.
You don't recognize them. So that is the end of its turn. Helena, you're up now. I'm going to guess what you're doing first.
I mean, technically it attacked me, so I mean, it will make me rage. So I will rage and I'll go ahead and attack with my great axe. The one that attacked me. 25.
25 will definitely hit.
Ooh. So plus 3, that's 17 damage?
So plus 3 for your rage makes it 20 damage.
No, that was plus 3. It's
Great
14.
Weapon Master.
3 is Great Weapon Master. You also get an additional 3 for your rage.
Ah, gotcha. Alright.
It's beautiful.
20 points of damage.
He's giving us more. Don't argue with him.
Alright. Ooh, another 25.
Yep.
Oh wait,
points
and
of damage.
then what is it? Cleave with my great axe?
Oh yeah, you're gonna try and cleave to the next one. 100%. Roll
Yep,
another.
the one that is my mother.
Hold on a second. Let me look at
I
cleave.
thought cleave was if you missed.
No, cleave is
Or
if
the
you
hit.
Yeah, it's a hit.
No,
But
the
I
great
think
sword
it
has the
still
one
has
if you
to
miss,
be-
then you can use your
No,
strength
it's
modifier.
once per turn. If you hit a creature with using the great axe, you can make another melee attack against one creature within 5 feet.
Oh
wait.
No, you're right. Graze is the one if you miss. That's
Okay.
on Great Sword. Great Axe is
Yes,
cleave.
from great sword.
Oh yeah. Oh no, it has to be also with. Oh, you use your movement to move forward for the cleave. Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine. So that
Yep.
will hit.
And I hate to be a rules lawyer guy, but you were
What?
here.
She moved up for her attacks. It's fine. So
Not 'cause
17
it's funnier
points
if she
damage.
tries it.
No, you don't get the extra damage on the cleave. It's
Not
just
on
your
the-
base
no.
damage. So just well, you
11.
still get rage. So you'll still get 4. Hold on a second. Your great axe, because that's that 11 is 1d12 plus 4, so it would be 12 plus 3 for rage, so it'd be 15. So that one takes 15 damage. Now, one more thing, Aaron. When you see Helena attack your brother, rage is burning in your eyes.
Uh-oh.
Because you saw that as your brother. And you saw Helena just cleave into him with her axe. So,
let's talk this out.
Okard.
Can we talk this out?
I will say, if someone uses an action to go over and shake Aaron, they'd have to make a strength saving throw and use their whole action, but she can be shaken out of the charm. But she also has to make another saving throw at the end of each of her turns to maintain the charm.
This cuddle session is going to be awkward.
A little bit.
Okard, you're up.
Ooh. Right. I want to start with a Blade Ward.
I'm gonna step away for just a minute.
Okay. Blade Ward.
Yeah.
Whenever a creature makes an attack roll against you before the spell ends, the attacker subtracts 1d4 from the attack roll. Nice. Alright.
And who's next, by the way?
Who's next? That would be Mumbo.
Yeah. Mumbo goes after me. I'll give Mumbo a Bardic Inspiration.
Noise. Is that a d6 or a d8?
It's a d8.
So, Mumbo, on your next attack roll, you can add a d8 to your, whenever you attack, your first time. Is that the end of your turn? Because I'm assuming Bardic Inspiration is a bonus action?
Yeah.
Okay, so, Echo number 2 is going to try to do a couple of strikes on Helena. That is a 15 plus 5 would be a 20. I know that hits. We'll tell her when she gets back. And a 8 plus 5, it'd be a 13 that will miss. So that
I can
is
still hear you. So.
9 points of slashing damage, half to 4 for you.
After 4? Okay.
Yep. So that is its
Okay.
turn.
Got it.
Next up is this guy, and he's gonna do a couple of strikes onto Elcod. That is a 3 and a 14 plus 5 will be 19. Does that hit, Elcod?
What was that? 19? Yeah.
So that'd be 9 points of slashing damage. And then it's Mumbo.
Mumbo's gonna take a swing at the echo in front of him with his great axe.
Definitely hits. That'll be 14 points of damage.
We
That
don't
one?
have the giant strength anymore, right?
No, you did not.
So that'll be the first one. Second one's a nat 20.
Oh, yep. So normal
And it's a
damage for
1d12
great
plus
sword,
4.
great axe is a d12. So just roll me your 12 to it. So that is 6 plus 2 for rage is 8 plus 12 is 20 points of damage. So he is not happy. Oh, by the way, he is bloodied, and this one is a bloodied.
I would also like to use my action surge for 2
Yeah.
more hits on it.
Do it. You might not need to, but go ahead.
Alright.
Another crit.
Another crit. All right, roll your normal damage at 12. I mean, doesn't matter because he has 11 hit points left, so adding 12.
Oh.
So 15 plus 12 is 27. So yeah, you swipe your sword through this, and it just dissipates into fog. You still have your movement, so you can run over and use your second attack on this.
Or we're gonna help out Oakenspire real quick.
Appreciate that.
Yep, that'll hit.
19. You still get crits on a 19?
Correct. 19s and 20s for my champion feat.
All right, so that is. Did he already
Wow.
do the crit? Oh no, 12 plus 4 is 16. Plus 2 is 18. Plus 20 is 30 points of damage.
Mumbo Engi.
Mumbo Angie. So that one is now bloodied as well. That takes us back to the top of the form with Aaron, and you spend most of your turn looking at your brother with love and adoration because you miss him, and also looking at Helena very angrily after she tried to swipe at him. So that is your turn. Normally it says you move as close as you can to remain within 5 feet, but you're already there. So at the end of your turn, go ahead and roll me a charisma saving throw. See if you can snap out of it. Yeah, charisma saving throw to clear the charm.
17.
Okay, you managed to snap out of it, but that is unfortunately the end of your turn.
Okay.
So, but you are no longer charmed, and you are no longer angry at Helena because you realize what it is, and that is not your brother. And now you're just pissed at it, not at Helena.
Be like, why'd you look at me like that for?
So, moving on to Echo 3, and it's going to take a couple swipes at Guahir. Let's see here. 9 plus 5 is 14. I'm assuming that's going to miss. But 16 plus 5 is 21. So 14 and a 21.
AC is 21.
Oh, so only the second one hits because meets it beats it. So that is going to be 3 plus 5 is 8 points of slam. No, sorry, 3 plus 3 is 6 points of slashing damage. So that is its turn. Next up is Guahir, your turn.
I'm going to take a swing at it.
Okay.
And definitely hit this time. What the?
Ah, he crit. He crits.
Gotta manifest it.
Right?
All right. Well, what is your normal damage with that weapon? The scimitar is like a 1d8 or something.
I think it's a D6. It
Hold
is a
on.
D6.
Scimitar.
1d6
Yeah,
plus
D6.
4.
Okay, so roll your normal damage and we'll add 6.
Can I also add booming blade to this or too late?
No, you can do booming blade. Yeah, that's fine. Just watch him straight out murder this thing. So, 5 slashing plus 5 thunder. Is that another 9, or is it the? Is 5 one-handed and 9 two-handed?
I don't think that weapon's ever two-handed.
No. So
Why is there a 9?
why is there 5 and a
It
9?
shows 19 total.
Yeah, because it shows thunder booming blade damage twice.
Oh,
Why is it there?
Yeah.
okay. So,
What's it doing?
crit will affect booming. How many is it? I think you put a higher
Oh.
level booming blade on it. So it's
Maybe.
normally 1d8, and this one is from 2d8s.
Oh.
So, did you put a higher level booming blade on it? So,
I didn't mean to, but I'll take it.
yeah. So that's 3d8 booming blade, which means crit applies to the booming blade also. So we're gonna take this, add 6 to make it 25, and then add 8 times 3 is 24. Another 24 for 39 points of damage.
Wow.
And you decimate this thing. It had 36 hit points.
Wow.
So he swipes through and just shatters that thing into fog. Oh, give me a second. So we didn't do it the first time, but I just remembered the second time, so I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw. Actually, I'm going to have both. Mumbo and Guahir, both of you give me a wisdom saving throw. You pass.
Oh, no.
Guahir, when this thing exploded, or when you shattered this thing, you noticed that the pieces when the pieces reflected as the shattered pieces fell and were absorbed back into to the fog, you noticed that they were pictures of. It was like you were having your life flash before your eyes. You saw pictures of your father and your parents and your life, all the things that led up to your life, and your next attack, saving throw, or ability check is at disadvantage as you reel from. So, 3 and Dunzo. Let's see here. So that was Guahir's turn. Are you done with your turn, Guahir? You got another attack?
I have another attack.
Do it. I'm guessing you're going to attack the one on top of Helena?
Yes, and can I add True Strike to that?
Sure. Can you put it in there? Because I don't know what it is. True Strike. You make one attack with a weapon. The attack uses your spell deals damage. It can be radiant or the weapon's normal damage. Whether you deal radiant damage or weapon's normal damage, the attack deals extra radiant damage when you... Yeah. 100%. Unfortunately, that will not hit. So, is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
All right. Next up is Elkod.
Okay. Think I want to cast. Ooh, okay, that uses a lot. Actually, you know what? I still have Shillelagh. I will attack it again.
Do it. Quacha. That'll definitely hit. Oofta.
Force damage.
Oh, we don't add them. We just do the force damage.
Correct, I think. I don't know. I don't know why I did that. I mean, I'm good with doing the 26. Just saying.
All right. You anything else on your turn? Shillelagh will attack again. Unfortunately, druids do not get a second attack.
No, we do not. What's this one do? No. Yeah, I think that's it for me.
Okay. Next up is Echo Numero Uno. And it is very upset about the fact that you are no longer charmed. So it is going to use its special attack of Glimpse the End. I need another charisma saving throw. This one is going to hurt. Oh, sorry, I should have been more specific. Aaron, I need a charisma saving throw again.
Even though I saved from it already? Or...
Yes, because this is a different attack.
Okay.
This is not the attempt to charm. This is the damage one.
18.
So you do pass. You take half of 17, which is 8 points of psychic damage, and thankfully you are not stunned. As it tried to attack you with your own memories.
Okay.
So that is the end of its turn. And Helena.
I already know what's gonna happen. Heck. 15 don't hit, probably.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, it does? Oh, okay. Ooh, almost max damage.
He had 6 hit points left. I'm assuming
It's
you're
dead
attacking
now.
the one in between you and Helena, or Aaron. You're Helena.
Yeah, technically I
Yep.
was supposed to roll advantage on that too,
You
but I
were,
didn't.
but you hit it anyway, so it doesn't matter. So once again, it shatters, and I need both you and Aaron to give me a dexterity saving throw. No, sorry, wisdom. No, not Aaron, just you. Wisdom. No. Blah, sorry. Aaron, give me a wisdom saving throw. Just Aaron.
16 plus 8.
Okay, so you definitely pass. So you did not get emotional overload from her
Yay.
killing your not brother.
Yay.
You have a second attack, I'm assuming?
Yes. Just
16 will hit. Says 16 points of damage.
Yep.
And it is now the bloodied. And you can't do graze because there's nothing around to graze. Or not
no,
graze.
I can't do cleave. Cleave, yeah.
Cleave, yeah, because there's nothing around to
Yep.
cleave.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn.
Okard, you're up.
Okay. Right. I want to do a thing here, if I can.
Hey, we are all ready for you to do your thing.
Wait. Do it.
20 square feet. Is like that.
Yeah. Look like it.
So, I am doing a fairy fire on those two, so they have to make a dex 17
They
saving
get
throw.
a +4 to dex, I'm just warning you. Well, one rolled a 2 and the other rolled a 10, so it's a 14 for one of them. What did they
both
need?
lit up blue with fairy fire.
Perfect. So now people who attack them get advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Oh, right. And bonus action. I think I'll give Elcod a bardic inspiration.
Okay.
Feel inspired, oh god.
Alright, so is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Alright, Echo numero dos is going to he is very angry, so he's going to try his special attack. And Helena, I need you to give me a charisma saving throw.
This isn't gonna be good. Oh, nope, not good at all.
Reaction.
So, do you get a reaction?
Yeah. Counter charm. If you or a creature within 30 feet fails a saving throw against an effect that applies charmed or frightened, you can cause a save to be rolled.
It does not apply neither of those. This is not the charming.
It's not a charm? Okay.
No. 7.
Don't wanna
So you
use...
take 11 points. Do you want to use your inspiration?
I'll save it.
So you take 11 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
And you are stunned until the end of that thing's next turn.
So that means I don't get a turn next turn.
No, you do not.
Got it.
Good thing you just took your turn, so.
Right?
All right, so this one down here is going to take a couple swipes at Elcod. That is a 6 and an 8, but they get +5, so 11 and 13.
No.
Okay, so both of those miss, and Mumbo, you're up. You get advantage on this one if you attack it. It's fairy fired.
I will go ahead and do that. Wait, you said advantage, right?
Yeah, you get advantage.
Oh, it's not a crit either way. Does a 22 hit?
Yes.
$16.
Yeah, 16
yeah,
damage.
it's gone. And
Oh boy.
Ocard, I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Does this count as a charm?
No.
Okay.
Let him use his anti-charm, damn it.
13.
You unfortunately fail.
Oh, crap.
When Mumbo destroys this thing that looked like your mentor, once again you get. Actually, Mumbo, you should have rolled that with a straight roll because you had disadvantage from that thing exploding, and plus the advantage, it would have been a straight roll. But either way, we're fine.
I still got a 20. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, you get a disadvantage on your next attack, save, or ability check as you reel from emotional overload. Once again, you get flashbacks of your life, and you're kind of not stunned, but you're not doing well. Mumbo, do you have a second attack?
I do.
All right. I'm assuming you want to go over and whack this other
Beat
one.
up this one? Yeah.
Oh, it is also bloodied. I forgot to mark that.
I got it, don't worry.
That'll hit.
18. Or 15.
Yeah, Mumbo's down here taking care of business.
17 damage.
And Elcod, I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Did you see the message I sent you?
No. Okay.
Yeah, no. That's the number one reason I attack.
Yeah, that makes sense. Give me a wisdom saving throw, Elcod. With
Ooh.
advantage. I'll say that.
Oh,
With advantage.
okay. Let me
Because
do
of
that
what
again.
you just told me.
Okay.
So,
Jesus Christ.
unfortunately, you still fail. And when the echo exploded, even if he technically couldn't be here, these things show visions of alternate futures. And they're meant to mess with your mind. So they pick a person who may be living, may be dead, and they show you visions of alternate futures. And when it shatters, all of your memories flow before you, especially your most disturbing ones, and you are reeling from emotional overload.
I meant couldn't be here because it's a treant.
Well, it looks like a treant to you.
No, my... yeah, in the middle of water. On a boat.
It was messing with your mind.
I know, it's just...
It can make your mind make sense. Anyway, let's see here. That was Mumbo's turn. And that was... Let's see here. Echo number 5 is dead. There's only one echo left. And Aaron, It's your turn, and you have a turn.
All right, I'm going to get off the measuring. All right, so I'm going to move right here, and I am going to activate a channel divinity using my amulet, and
Yep.
I'm going to cast, I guess, turn undead. But now that I'm level 8, it's also going to be sear undead.
Okay.
So you need to make a wisdom saving throw.
No, he does not.
Yeah, he does.
No, he doesn't.
Why?
Because it's not undead.
It's not undead? Dang,
Nope.
okay.
Nope.
It is an aberration.
Okay. I'm still gonna hit it then.
Okay.
Let's do a 4th level guiding bolt at it.
Nice. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Does a what is it? 22 hit.
Yeah, 100%.
7d6. That's gonna be 28 radiant damage.
Okay. I'm going to tell you something hilarious. These things have resistance to radiant damage.
Okay.
Half of 28 is 14, which is exactly how many hit points it has.
Dang.
So she calls down a radiant blast, and you see a bolt come from her hand, fly up over Helena's head, and slam into this thing, and it shatters into radiant pieces. And Helena, I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw. Which, it doesn't matter. But go ahead and give me the wisdom saving throw just because.
Try to.
No. You get I think, hold on a second. You are no longer stunned because the thing that stunned you is dead. So when it was killed, you lost your stun.
Okay.
So go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, thank.
Unfortunately, you need a 17. I'm just kidding. No, you need a 14. So you're good. So as you guys kill the last of these echoes, right before the echo dies, Helena, the last thing that you hear is your mother's voice, and you're the only one that hears it. It's almost inside your mind, and it's your mother's, and she says, "They're watching. The Chaos Collective can see through his eyes. They're watching." And then it fades, and then Geflin wakes back up as if nothing ever happened. And you are out of initiative.
What did they say one more time?
They are watching. The Chaos Collective can see through the child's eyes. They are watching. Do you remember who the Chaos Collective is?
I was just about to ask. What is that?
Does anyone remember? I've given you this information before. So before I have you guys roll stuff, does anyone remember who they are?
Totally.
100%, man. What are you talking about?
They're
pay
called
attention.
The Chaos what?
The Chaos Collective.
So they're a collective of chaotic. I'm just no. I personally do not. I remember the name, and the name like triggered something, but no, I don't.
I'll give you a hint. It has to do with the stones.
Are they are they working with the detachment to get the stones?
Not detachment. That's she hasn't nobody's seen from her in a long time. You're talking about discipline?
Sorry, yeah, Jesus Christ. So many names too similar. Yes.
They
Thank
might be, you don't know. The only thing you know, give me a history check, everybody,
All right.
with advantage because it
I'm looking
happened
over.
a few short weeks ago
No.
while you were in Oakenspire.
I'm having a brain fart.
So with advantage.
30-20, Elcod, natural 20 with -1, Guahir. Elcod and Guahir, suddenly it dawns on you that when Geflod's mother handed
I want
him over to
to-
them, she warned them that the Chaos Collective was a group of wizards and sorcerers who were trying to kidnap
Oh, the void.
Gefland because they believed he had some connection to the asteroids, the comets, the whatever you call them, the stones. And that's the whole reason that she was having you take him to Telajara to the Mage College, was to protect him from the Chaos Collective.
But Rubius, sorry.
Not Rubius. He doesn't have anything to do with this.
I know.
All more reason to take an unconventional.
Just the conversation me and we had earlier.
So, you finished a week of travel. You had your encounter. Let's see here. So, let's go back to the primary map. You guys continue on your journey. The last place you made it was this second hash mark. And weather permitting, let's see how far you get. Not that one. Looks like you will almost clear the inlet. I'm going to bring it back just a little bit to clear these two, because you're kind of getting down into a river. In fact, I'm going to put it at...
Did the map change for anyone?
No.
Okay.
No.
Oh, sorry.
It did not for me.
So, from here, we're going to actually put it around here because you have to... We're getting into closer waters.
Mhm.
Well, no, it's still a good... almost day journey across. So, yeah. So, full 7 days will get you about right here. So, we'll put our next hash mark right here. So, let's see here. I did 4, 100, or 20, 120. Aaron, roll me a d4 for the season. Helena, roll me a d100 for
I got a
the
4.
weather conditions. Guahir, roll me another d4 for the wind direction. And Mumbo, roll me a d20 for encounters. So, Aaron rolled a d4.
I got a 4.
So, a 4. So that means that our weather, we've dipped down into fall a little bit. So after Aaron was Helena with a d100. So that is a 61. So that means we have, once again, clear skies. You guys have been hovering around clear skies for a while, but it's fall, so it's a little bit cooler. Guahir, wind direction, rolled a 2. So you guys are moving southwest. For the most part, well, you're moving southwest almost this entire trip.
Mhm.
The wind is blowing eastward, which means the wind is blowing this direction. So you're kind of going against the wind at this point.
Yeah.
Which means that your trip is not going to get you as far as you thought.
It'd be normal speed.
Nope, it wouldn't. You're going to get about there. Excuse me?
It would be. Because you just turn the sails to catch the wind to pull you.
No.
Okay.
Because I said so. So, and then a d20 for an encounter, and that d20 was a 4. And I'm going to roll. I'm just going to roll here so you guys. a 7. So you guys do not get any encounter, which is a good thing because I didn't have anything else. All right, so
He said, "Thank you, Lord."
Elcod, we're gonna start with you. Travel
Mhm.
activity or wild magic.
If Helena has the time, I would like to learn how to use her smithing kit she has, whatever it is.
Smithing tools.
Yeah.
Okay, so once again, that's gonna be intelligence based. So, and just like with the herbalism kit, let me go back here. Tool proficiency. You need 7 successful DC 15 skill checks, 1 intelligence check per day, and because she is training you, you get advantage. So give me 7 intelligence checks with advantage, 1 per day.
What do you do with advantage in D&D Beyond?
Anywhere you click, if you right click, you can roll with advantage. Any number you pick. So you're just gonna roll straight
Oh.
intelligence, which is at the top of you get a +4 intelligence. You're
Yep.
smart. FMRT.
SMRT.
That is 1 success. You need 7. 1 out of 7. Congratulations.
Yay.
Two successes. 3 successes. You rolled 23. 3 successes. That is a fail. Send 4.
I was really hoping for another 23.
You made up for it with an at 20, so now you're up to 5 successes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Day 6, you barely passed, so that is 6 successes.
Come on.
You get this one, you pull it off. Yay! You are now proficient in Smith's tool.
Heck yeah.
Well done.
Thank you.
Oakard, you're up next. Travel activity or wild magic.
You're a very fast learner.
Yeah, I was learning that language.
Oh yeah, that's
Common
right.
Sign language. Yeah.
Where are you at? You're like 9 out of 10, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Give me a DC intelligence check with advantage because you're being trained. The DC is 20 to start with.
Yep, he's got one more.
And a 23. Come on. That is not.
We're not able to finish it up on Monday. Let's try Tuesday, which is an 18. Actually, Sunday, Monday. So
Oh, there
Sunday
we
failure.
go.
There you go. So congratulations. You can now add Common Sign Language to your languages. And that is your travel activity for this week. So that is Oakard Erin. Maddie.
Yes.
What you want to do? Raw magic? Learn something?
Sorry, 1 second.
Pick your nose.
Pick your nose?
Yep, I'm going to spend the whole week doing that.
Gross.
You need a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
I can teach you Orcish.
It's so weird that you know Orcish.
She learned.
Yeah, but you hate orcs.
Sure.
Why would you want to learn a language for people that you hate?
Hey, hold
Makes
on.
No sense for your backstory.
So,
Aaron, do you speak Dwarvish?
No.
ooh, I can teach you Dwarvish.
Yeah, we both could.
I think everybody in the party except her.
Yeah, I thought so.
Oh yeah, do you want to learn Dwarvish so you can be in the know like
Nah,
everybody else?
don't teach her the secret language.
Yeah, let's do it.
I just used
Alright.
my spell to know other languages, spoken ones at least.
All right, Aaron.
let's see what
Learn the
happens.
sign language. Can't use comprehend languages for that.
Yeah, okay, let's go ahead and learn Dwarvish. I want to learn the Dwarvish swear words.
Alrighty.
So what do I
I
need to
will
roll?
gladly teach you everyone.
You got 2 different people willing to teach you, but I'm only going to give you 1 advantage.
Okay.
So give me 7 different intelligence checks with advantage, 1 for each day of the week.
All right, so the first one is going to be... sorry, what kind of check was it again? Sorry, intelligence?
Yep, intelligence. Just straight
All right, the first
intelligence.
So I rolled a 19, but I got a -1, so 18.
18, unfortunately, that will, because you start at 20 and it gets easier throughout the week. So unfortunately, you do not get a success for the first one. So go ahead and day 2 is an 18 DC. But you still roll with advantage.
I do not get it because that would be an 11.
Okay. Day 3 is a 16.
I got a 17 -1, so 16. I did it that one.
Oh, yeah, you have 1 success, so
One.
only 9 more to go.
Ah.
Day 4 is a 14.
No.
Day 5 is a 12.
Yes, I got a 16 on that one.
Perfect. Day 6 is a 10.
Nope.
And day 7 is an 8.
No.
Okay, so you have 2 successes so far.
Okay.
So make sure and write that down somewhere.
Yep.
Helena.
I'm actually going to see if Aaron will teach me how to use the Warhammer.
I will gladly show you.
Hold on a second. You're a barbarian.
I'm not proficient in Warhammer.
Yeah, you are. I can almost guarantee that you are.
Yeah, because you would have martial weapons, and it's a martial weapon.
Correct.
Oh, is it? Right.
Yeah, martial weapons, which is simple weapons and martial weapons, pretty much covers all the weapons, except for like firearms. Which Beard has decreed that guns do exist in Relucia, if anyone would like to use one.
Ooh.
I would love to be able to pull out Blicky 9000.
Now that I do.
But if you're not a fighter or a barbarian, well, if you're not a fighter or an artificer, I will make you learn proficiency with firearms.
If you nobody here has that though.
Probably not, because there's no fighters or artificers.
Wait, what is it? What is the weapon under though? Like, what are firearms under?
It would be it's its own category in weapons. It's a specific category called firearms.
Ah.
Let's see here. Okay, hold on a second. Well, there is a category called firearms, but under martial weapons, it does have pistol.
Okay, so they're martial.
There's 2 different... see, originally, in 2014 rules, firearms was its own category. In 2024, they started adding certain weapons to martial weapons, like pistol, firearm is listed, but that would cover pretty much everything. But they also added like rifle and let's see here. But you could go for just like martial. I couldn't choose martial weapons as their category. But listed under martial weapons is firearm. So if you wanted to add firearm, that would cover all firearms. Which I accidentally just added to... There we go. I accidentally just added it to Helena's character sheet. But since Helena has martial weapons, and anyone who has martial weapons, you already have firearm proficiency.
So I have firearm.
So you can teach firearm proficiency to someone who wants it.
Interesting.
I got an idea about that.
But you also have to find them. You also have to find a place that sells them.
There's gotta be a place in Telajara for that.
Probably, but more than likely you're gonna have to look for an artificer. But we'll anyway. It's Aaron's turn.
No, it's
it's Helena's turn.
Yeah.
And you know you want to roll wild magic.
Well, Mumbo, what kind of languages do you speak?
Mumbo knows Abyssal, Celestial, Common, and Orc.
You know Orc too.
You can also forage for stuff. You can sharpen.
I know
your
a language you
weapons.
should learn because it'd be hilarious to learn it.
What?
What's that?
What's that? Right.
Well, one knows Celestial, the other one knows what?
Abyssal.
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 Just saying.
And Aaron knows Primordial.
Learn Elvish.
I know Elvish. I know Elvish.
Hmm.
Here's languages
I'm
I
gonna
can
start
teach
playing.
you.
I'm gonna start playing the Jeopardy music if you don't hurry up.
Here's languages I can teach you. Common, Dwarvish, and Elvish. There's another language, but I cannot teach you it.
I think I'll go with
Do you want to learn Dwarvish?
Sure, yeah. 100%.
No.
You want to be double proficient in it?
All right, decide.
Primordial.
You
Primordial.
learn Primordial.
Right. From
All right.
Aaron,
7 intelligence checks with advantage. DC starts at 20.
Nope.
Failure. Day 2, 18.
You're a failure.
Another
Double
failure.
failure.
Day 3 is 16. Hey, one success.
Hey.
Day 4 is 14.
I was hoping that was going to be a 13 because it just kept going down by 2.
Another success. Day 5 is 12.
Nope.
Failure. Day 6 is 10. Just roll exactly like you just did.
Wow.
Failure. Day 7 is 8. Please roll a 7. Hey, look at that. So you have 3 successes.
3 successes.
All right, so that was Helena. Quite here. What you gonna do with all that junk? All that junk.
Okay, I thought I was the only one that popped into their head, but I'm glad it wasn't.
Just to clarify, do I need the tools to learn something?
No, you do not have to have the tools on you to learn proficiency with them. You pick them up, and tools can be picked up at any general store. So you can learn the proficiency without currently having access to them, and then you can just pick them up at a general store the next time you're in a town.
What tools are you trying to learn, though?
Yeah.
These tools, Tinker's tools, brewer's supplies. You want to brew beer?
I think Mumbo has proficiency in that.
Yeah, he should. I hope he does.
And which one?
Brewer's supplies. You can start brewing some Mumbo ale. It
No,
tastes
because
disgusting.
we know what Mumbo Ale can do to you.
It's made with necrotic mushrooms.
It'll bring you back to life for a moment.
No. It's made out of Stinky Brothers.
Tools?
So what do you want to learn proficiency in, Mitch? Guahia?
Then I'd like to learn to navigate this boat.
Ooh,
Navigate
that's a
this.
good one.
Ooh.
Yes, that is a proficiency you can learn. I just need to find what it is.
Isn't it navigation?
Uh,
I think there is it under tools. There's navigator's tools. Okay,
let me
that's
look here real quick.
animal handling.
Yeah, navigator's tools. And let's see here. What are navigator's tools?
Like a sextant and stuff like that.
A set of instruments is used for navigation. Its efficiency on the navigator's chart a ship's course and follow navigation charts. So, here's the issue. Nobody on the boat currently has proficiency in navigator's tools. I don't believe. Everybody look at your proficiencies.
Nope.
So, you can still do it, but you'll be rolling it without advantage. Because nobody's teaching you, you're just trying to learn on your own. So, you can, like I said, you can still do it, but I need 7 intelligence rolls.
I'm okay with that.
Perfect. Give me 7 intelligence rolls, just straight intelligence rolls. And you need 15s. You need 7 successes of 15 or greater. These are all straight intelligence checks. Yep. I believe you're a -1 on intelligence, if I remember correctly.
I was thinking that. Oh my god.
Wow.
That is a failure, unfortunately. So that is day 1. Day 2 is not a success.
Oh.
Day 3 is a success. That's 1 out of 7.
I dare you to make us go slower because he's navigating the boat.
Day 4 is a failure. Day 5 is success. That's 2 successes. You got 2 more rolls left for this week.
I believe in you. Okay, now.
Failure.
Girl power.
And that's
There it
at
is.
20, which means
Yay.
that's 2 successes. So you get 1, 2, 3. You're at 4 out of 7. You only have 3 more successes left. And finally, the Mumbo. You gonna do wild magic or travel activity?
I'll do wild magic.
Wild magic. Give me only a D100.
Please make him turn itty
Nice.
bitty again.
7.
Please make him turn itty bitty again.
All right. For the next day, suddenly only you can hear it. You are surrounded by faint, ethereal music for the next day.
Ooh, we got some nice ambiance on the boat now.
Yep. All right, so it is 11 o'clock. So you guys are, looks like a little over a week out. Maybe a week. Oh, so.
Whoa.
Three-
We're halfway there. Oh.
No, 4, 5, 6. You're about a week away from pulling into the port at Telajara. Now, some of you may be wondering why, since I've started, have we been going travel time a week at a time instead of days at a time? There's 2 reasons for that. Number 1, because like this journey was 3.5 weeks, and that would have taken us like 9 sessions. Just going days at a time. The other thing is that you guys, since I've taken over, from Yanrel to Duskhaven, from Duskhaven to Oakenspire, I need to move some people out of the way. Sorry.
Rude.
From Duskhaven to Oakenspire, and then from Oakenspire down to here. So, land travel is going to be a little bit quicker. So that 12 days is about 7. So that's 1 week because of Helena. Oh, wait, you don't have that thing anymore, do you? So, we'll
No,
say
and that
10
took
days.
us like a month.
Well, it should have only taken you like 10 days. Because we didn't do the day, because that's 12 days travel right there. So we'll say 2 weeks. So that's 2 weeks. And then, let's see here.
Yep.
That's 2 weeks, and then that's about 5 days. So that's 2, 3, so 3.5 days. And then this was 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks out to here. So that's the other, we'll call it the rest of that 3.5 days. So 4, 5 weeks. moving through here was just, like a couple days. So then you had 6, 7, 8 weeks. So you guys have accrued about 8 weeks of travel over about 3 sessions worth.
Mhm.
The reason I did that, one of the reasons I did that, is because to make sure that you guys do not get onto the same timeline as the other party, you guys are now 8 weeks ahead of the other team. Because you were, when I started, I know, Okard, Draco, we're not getting into another fight, I apologize. I'm just going to say, because Beard cleared everything up, that when I started taking over, that we were the same.
Yes.
Now, over the course of however many sessions, they traveled maybe a week. If
Mhm.
that, I can have Beard confirm that. And we've traveled, what did I say, 8 weeks?
8 weeks, yeah.
So now we're about 7 weeks ahead of them.
Okay.
Because we've traveled for 8 weeks in the same period of time that they traveled for like a week.
Yeah, they're just a lot slower. We get it. They're
Yeah.
special. We get it.
But that helps me to know that there won't be a possibility of you guys running into each other because you're on different time streams now. Does that make sense to everybody else?
Oh no, y'all travel a week when we travel 8. We might get there first.
So, you guys are about a week out from Telajara. The other question is, do you want me to slow down and not do a week at a time? Do you want me to do like a couple days at a time? Or do you like this week at a time travel thing? Would you prefer it if we only did a few days at a time and had everybody roll for staying up overnights? I mean, if our journey to like another town, if you guys decided to go to Shorecrest, that's less than a week. So I'd probably do that day by day.
Here's my thing. I think by the water, because what you said earlier, this is going to be a heavily guarded area, this port water, right? So I feel like we'd be okay doing it week by week here. If we were traveling over land or not as well guarded like the big ocean areas, then I think we'd have to do day by day. That's just my feeling on it, because there's nothing there to kind of protect us.
And one of the encounter things was I was rolling was you guys got, once you guys reached past Martacourt, because the Listerian Royal Navy really patrolled immediately around Listeria.
Mm-hmm.
And so once you guys cleared that lake area and got down toward Martacourt, you were in danger of being caught by the Listerian Navy. You guys might have been seen by other towns because, sending stones were sent out shortly the day after you left Oakenspire with detailed descriptions of all of you that you are now wanted for murder of Gammon Merryweather's faces. But hopefully, because Voris knows Helena, that you guys can possibly talk to Voris about that. Also, you want to deliver the kid to the Mage College, and you had some questions for the Mage College. We'll figure all that out once we get into Telajara. But I think we're going to call it book for tonight. And you guys are... I'm going to go ahead and circle it so we know where you are. You are at this hash mark. You're about a week out of Telajara.
You just go into Telajara?
No, we have one more encounter.
Yeah,
and we have one more.
Another week of travel. That's fine.
We have a few people missing, checks. So
Yeah, that's true. We'll go one more week. Elcod, roll me a d4 for weather, or for the season. Ocard, roll me a d100 for the weather. Aaron, roll me another d4 for the wind direction. And Helena, roll me a d20 for counter. So, Elcod, you rolled a 2. We slipped back into spring, so we went from summer to fall to spring in 3 weeks.
It has like 8 different seasons.
Mumbo. And in 97, you guys got scorching heat this week. It is hot. So you guys are going through fresh water a lot more quickly than you thought you were to. Let's see here.
Seems
Actually,
cold to me.
Yeah.
that was Mumbo's roll. He was not supposed to roll. 90, you just got high winds, not scorching heat. So that I don't know why Mumbo rolled.
Wait,
You
no,
weren't
that
supposed to.
97 was from earlier.
Oh, okay. Sorry. So Okard with the 90, that's high winds. And Aaron, what direction were those winds going?
3.
3.
That's not a direction, that's a number.
So luckily, you guys got some help. Because 3, well, for part of your journey. Because 3, the weather is moving, or the high winds are moving in this direction. So, as you guys were coming out of the bay until you got to the curve, normally this trek would take you about 3.5 days. It took you about, we'll say 3 days. That took you about half that time. So it only took you about a day and a half. And then as you moved across, so there's, let's see here, a day and a half. So there's 4 days. And then coming back into town, it was a little bit slower because you're going against the wind. So coming into the harbor, instead of about a day, it took you about a day and a half. So we'll say instead of 7 days, it takes you about 5 days. So you guys managed to shave off 5 days or 2 days of travel because you had some prevailing high winds. Now, the problem is that only gives you 5 days to finish off some of your checks. So, Elcod, were you in the middle of checking something, or
Was I?
I don't know. It's your
I don't
job,
remember.
dude.
He was learning smith tools and he learned them.
Yeah, that's what. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
So
Yeah.
you have a new
So
thing.
he
You can
can-
duty or roll wild magic.
I think I will go ahead and roll wild magic.
Do it. Roll me a D100. 41. Where's that? I have it in here somewhere. So
Oh man.
you guys watch, Maddie.
Yeah.
This will bring back memories. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Hold on a second.
Yeah, you forgetting where something is. Yeah, brings back memories for all of us.
Shut up.
Plant boy.
No, it's Lava
I
Girl.
had a picture in here. No. Let me find
Is
it.
it plant boy?
Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna give it to you. I have it.
Well, I had downloaded one also into my images. Where's he at? Where's he at? Where's he at? There it is. So you guys watch as Elcod suddenly disappears. Elcod suddenly disappears and suddenly turns into a potted plant.
Does he really?
Oh hey, found a herbalism kit.
So he is like that for the duration of the travel unless somebody decides to do something with it. So you cannot move. You're basically incapacitated.
That answered my next question.
Vulnerability to all damage. You can wiggle your leaves a little bit, but that's about it.
So no dispel magic.
Nope. Is anybody gonna do anything? Is anybody gonna do anything with the potted plant?
I will water him daily.
Can we put him in the corner of the boat?
All right. Okard. I think you were learning something, weren't you?
No, I finished that.
Yeah, he
Okay.
finished sign language.
Do you want to start a new line of checks, or do you want to do some wild magic?
Could I try to learn martial weapons?
Okay, so that is a tool proficiency, and you have Helena or Mumbo or Aaron, pretty much anybody else teaching you. So give me
Yeah.
I can teach you
7
simple weapons.
intelligence checks with advantage. Or no, 5, because we've got a short week this
Yeah.
week. 5 intelligence checks with advantage, and you need a couple nat 20s to get you to 7.
Oh goodness. I don't think the first one did me
Nope,
any good.
you need a 15. So that's day 1.
Oh, for crying out loud.
You're
Well,
doing
that
great,
should
bud.
be like a 16. Okay,
Doing
yeah.
great.
That was a 13. No. Come on. Ah.
Up, that
16.
is 1 success.
I don't think I'm gonna get this until next time.
That's right.
How many do I have? 4? Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
So 1 more roll
Awesome.
for this week, because it's a short week.
yep.
All right, you have 2 successes, so make sure
2
you write that
successes.
down somewhere you're going to remember. You have 2
I'm
successes
taking notes.
with weapons that you can continue the next time we do travel activities.
It's 2 out of what?
2 out of 7. You need 7
out of 7.
successes. Aaron.
Oh my
You were
gosh.
trying to learn a
Okay.
language, weren't you?
Yeah, she was learning Dwarvish. She's got 2 out of 10.
All right,
But
so
for the hell of it, I'm gonna roll wild magic.
okay, you're going to pause on that and do wild magic. So roll me a d100.
Oh my fucking Roach, I'm sending you a picture.
Uh-oh.
That'd be useful.
Sending me a picture of what? What did you do? What did you do, Ray? Did you roll a 100? Because that's phenomenal.
I just I DM'd it to you.
A 41?
Are you a potted plant now too?
I'm a plant girl.
So Aaron
Now you gotta
also
water her.
disappears
I
and turns into a potted plant.
So water
That's
Aaron as well.
a problem.
That is very much a problem. Oh my gosh.
All right.
Well, she's our food source and water source, y'all.
Yeah.
Is anybody
I mean, technically,
I've been digging.
technically,
Oh, I mean,
technically, we had rations anyway to make it.
Yeah, we can still use the rest of those.
Helena, were you learning a language, I believe?
I can't. She's a potted plant. So I gotta pause on that.
You gonna roll wild magic too? Please roll over 41. That would be
I tried to
hilarious.
start rustling my leaves at her, trying to teach her.
Should I just do it? Haven't done it yet.
Yeah, roll wild magic. Roll me a d100. Roll a 41. Please. 8.
8.
Lame. Oh my god!
Oh no, what happened? Oh, I shouldn't have done this. Oh,
and a
God.
false Hydra appears.
Hold on a second.
Shut up!
No, it's
Shut
so
up.
much. It's. Hold on a second. We need to go back to the boat for this one. So, please place yourselves where you were. Please place yourselves where you think you might have been on this boat. We're going to remove Elcod and Aaron because they are potted plants.
Just sit us next to each other.
Wouldn't it be
Upstairs.
like the captain's quarters, you know, on a shelf?
Yes.
So please place yourselves where you think you might have been. Oh, these are not controlled by anyone.
You're not.
You want
your
to switch
hasn't
map?
changed.
So controlled by
We're still
Elcod.
We're
Elcod, you
still
get the
on the
right
map.
one. Oh, just a second.
We're still on the.
Elcod, you got the right one. Aaron, you got the left one. Oh my god, this is phenomenal.
I got the left one. You said.
Yeah, Aaron, you had the left one. Elcod, you had the right one. So go ahead and move you guys where you think you might have been on the.
They won't let me do anything.
Where would we have been sleeping?
They won't let me move.
Huh? Elcott,
What we apply?
all right.
There it goes.
Oh, I don't know where the kid is. Oh, he's right here.
He's right here in the boat.
Want to be like,
Uh,
yeah, that's about as good.
put him over here by me and Aaron.
Okay. So, everybody good?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Oh, Roach, am I gonna have a flashback?
I don't know.
Oh no.
Everybody on this side of the boat, I need you to roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Do
The
we automatically fail?
will fail.
We
And so basically just Helena and Guahir saving throw.
Whatever it was.
Oh my gosh, we're here.
I can't cast like plant growth.
Guahir fails.
We are pants.
Helena fails. It was a... I can't stop laughing.
What does the kid roll?
What it was at like a 15. Oh, the kid fails. Slash, hold on a second. Slash roll 8d6.
Oh my god.
So, you guys, Draco and Mumbo, you watch as from the back of the ship, Helena suddenly, no idea how she was able to do it, she suddenly takes her hand and basically does a hop, Kamehameha, and fireball, and slams it into the deck, right at her feet. And it spans out and casts fireball onto the deck of the ship. So,
Fireball?
yeah.
I'm not on the deck of the ship. I'm in the windowsill. I'm a bit low. That's what I was putting.
Well, immediately when it happens, Elcod and Aaron...
Hey, die.
No, they take the damage, but are immediately turned back into themselves.
Aw.
Because when it goes down to damage, it just returns back to you. So let me find your pieces again. I shouldn't have just deleted them. So Elcod was over here, and Aaron was over here.
I killed the kid because
No,
delete that.
Unbeknownst to you, oh yeah, you got your new one. Unbeknownst to you, the kid, suddenly a magical shield comes over the kid, and he's fine.
Okay.
But
Guahir
and Helena take 27 points of fire damage, and that part of the boat is now on fire.
Well, you know someone who could help with that.
Isn't he a potted plant?
No, they got turned back into people when the fire hit, because it basically destroyed the plant. And because it says, let me read it off. You turn into a potted plant. While a plant, you are incapacitated and have vulnerability to all damage. If you drop to 0 hit points, the pot breaks and your form reverts. It doesn't say anything about transferring damage. So the both the pots break. They turn back into their normal cells, but the deck is now on fire.
Okay.
And once again, it was starting from Helena. All of this is on fire now.
We're gonna look at Aaron and say, how did I just cast fireball?
You're not going to tell it. I need water now
Water!
because the deck is on fire.
Yeah, can I just start using my spell, like create food and water, and just start creating massive amounts of water?
100%.
Okay.
So you just cover the deck in
30
water.
gallons of fresh water I can create.
Perfect. So that's plenty to... She pops a big globule, a giant globule of water into the air, and it falls down and hits the deck and spreads
I could
out
just
and
do
out
all
the
of
fire.
water.
That's true, too. Yeah, either way.
Helena's gonna look in her backpack and make sure her fire potion is still in there.
Yeah. Yeah, it just says on a 7 or 8, you cast Fireball, 3rd level spell centered on yourself.
She's wondering where the fire came from. She's like, wait, what?
So that was her wild magic. Guahir, are you gonna finish trying to learn navigator's tools?
Yeah.
And once Guahir finishes, is that a long rest?
I hope so.
What do you mean?
Going to try. Whether I succeed or not is anyone's guess.
So I need 5 intelligence checks without advantage, just straight intelligence rolls. I
And
believe
you need
had,
3. You need 3 to get it. So.
well, he had 2, so he needs 5 more.
No, he had 3.
Oh,
he
no,
had 4.
He had 4 because he had that nat 20. Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Yep.
So far, he has 0.
0, 0, 0, 0.
0 and
0.
0.
Okay, so you still have 5 successes. 4. You still have 4 successes.
4.
I tried to give you an extra one.
That was very traumatic.
And Mumbo.
And Mumbo did wild magic, so he heard music for a day. So.
Yep. So what are you doing this time?
What are you
More
doing?
wild magic, or what do you want to do?
We'll do some more wild magic.
Sure. Roll me a D100.
Roll an 8. It'd be funny.
82.
82. I mean, this would be really helpful if you were in the middle of a battle. But you can take 1 additional action immediately. So roll me another D100.
Oh.
11. Roll me a D10.
Oh no. 6.
6. You suddenly just grow 6 inches taller.
Woohoo!
Mumbo got bigger.
And that is permanent.
Oh,
You are now 6 inches taller.
let's go.
Like, he needed to be
What?
right.
So you're what? 8'8" now, or 8'6" now,
Oh.
or are you 7 or 8 feet tall? I can't remember.
What does it matter to you, small
he
frat?
was 8'8" originally.
You were 8'8" originally, so now you're 8'16". Or 8'14", sorry.
I mean, it's 9'2".
It's like 9'2".
Yeah, you're 9 feet 2 inches tall now.
Oh my.
9'2".
Shut
And
up,
Helena's just gonna be like, "How am I gonna carry you now?"
Yeah, it says it's an 11 to 12, and it says roll a d10. Your height changes by a number of inches equal to the roll. If the roll is odd, you shrink. If the roll is even, you grow.
Yeah, which height?
Oh, wow. This is a
There
family
you go.
show, Beard.
There you go.
Yeah.
Jeez, that took way too long.
And you say I have a dirty mind. All right, so I do not have a map of Telajara yet because I can't find it. So you guys will see Telajara next week.
Yep.
And now we're going to call it Book.
And do
You
we
guys
call,
have-
do we have a long rest though?
Yeah, because
Sweet.
you'll have that happened on day like 3 of the 5.
Okay.
That fireball.
Not gonna lie, that
So-
fireball hurt.
You guys are
Right?
well. You didn't get hurt because you didn't because you turned into a
No,
potted plant.
You're a potted plant,
and you can't
so you
you're
didn't
inverted,
get
but
damage.
you took no damage. It's not like wild shape
Oh.
where the damage converted.
No, I just got you out of your magical pot. That's
Yeah.
all I did.
Oh,
Yeah, he was
thank you.
choking on the magical pot, and she stopped him.
I mean, what?
So we are pulling into
Yeah,
Telajara.
you are pulling into Telajara. You can see the port here, and next week we're going to pick up.
On the deck.
And thank you guys very much. I hope you guys had fun. I hope you enjoy the new travel activities and the wild magic rules. I'm working on something else that's gonna be fun with a batch of random potions in the general shop. Like you pay like 5 gold per potion, but you don't know what it does until you drink it. No, sorry. You don't know what it is until you buy it. Like, you buy it and then you find out what it is. So, we'll talk about that more if you guys want to do that. If you just want to stick with the travel activities and wild magic for now, we can add that in later if you want. But, go ahead, and we're also going to do something starting this week, and this will require some homework from everybody.
No.
Oh boy.
So, but this is going to help me. So I hope you guys will participate in it. It's just called, I'm only asking for 3 questions.
You mean you're only asking for answers to 3 questions?
Yes, I'm only asking for answers to 3 questions. So sometime before next week, I would like you to tell me your favorite part of the overall story. Like, basically, since I've taken over, your favorite moment of the overall story for now, so far. Your favorite part of tonight's session and why. And then finally, any criticisms, complaints, questions, comments, or anything like that. And if you don't want to make them public, you can DM me your answers to the final one. So I hope you can post the answers in public here if you want. If you want to post the answers by DMing me, you can do that too. But this will just help. Just please answer these questions at some point before the end of our next session, or before we start our next session. So that even if you don't, so that
I'm answering them.
Okay. If you could, and I know this is annoying, basically copy what I've written and then paste it in and then answer each question with the blanks. Just to help me, so there's not any confusion. And Brad, I would like to ask for specificity.
What is specific?
Randomness and fun is not specific.
The randomness of the evening, of what could happen, and it was fun.
Okay.
Specificity. You're welcome.
You did not get turned back into a... You're still a potted plant for the next session.
I mean...
Anyway, I hope you guys had fun. I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's session. And we'll see you next time when we're pulling into Telajara. And see if you might just get arrested on point. We'll see.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that was gonna be my next question. Was when we pull up.
Mitch, the only question.
Do they know?
Yeah, more than likely they will, because stones would have been sent out as soon as you guys vanished. Mitch, real quickly, the Chaos Collective. The only thing that you know is that they are a collection of wizards and sorcerers who are searching for the dwarven child that you have on the boat with you.
And they want the stones.
They believe that he has some connection with the asteroids, comets, stones, whatever. The chaos. Well, people basically call them chaos rocks, or the chaos stones, because they cause general chaos when they're dropped. But that's why this group is called the Chaos Collective, because they're trying to use the stones to gain power. And they believe this kid has some connection to the stones. We don't know what that connection is yet, or even if there is an actual connection. All you all know, is that the mother was afraid for her child because of the visions that he had about Oakenspire being attacked by giant magical weapons, or giant magical animals.
I had written down he saw the end of Oakenspire.
Yep. Being attacked by giant magic-fied...
Giant. Yep.
But anyway, I hope you guys have a good night. I'm going to go to bed because I'm tired. But I will see you all next Wednesday. And thank you guys very much for putting up with me.